Hi everybody, so today we're going to make a folder for this A6 sized traveler's notebook. I'm using a full 12 by 12 to make this little folder here. It's a little different than the micro traveler's notebook folder that I made before. So just showing how it looks in here, but I'm going to be making one for another cover. It's going to go right in that one. And again, I'm using a 12 by 12 sheet of paper, which is from this pack here, C'est La Vie Recollections. It's one of the hot buys at Michael's. So the paper, you need the full 12 by 12, but right now I'm just going to cut off that strip that they have on some of the 12 by 12 pads that you don't need. So I just want to make sure that's going to be 12 by 12. So I just cut that piece off. That little strip that some papers have. Alright, so I'm going to grab my scoring board and the bone folder. Now it is going to matter depending on what pattern you use, if you use a pattern, which direction you make your folds. So my only issue with this one is which one is up and down, because macaroons kind of lay a certain way. So I'm going to score at 12 inches on both sides. So you're making like an X on the 12-inch paper. So that's a 12-inch mark, and then I'm going to turn it around and do it again. I'm sorry, the 6-inch mark. So right in the middle. So you really don't need the bone folder, or the scoring board I should say. You could just fold it in half a couple times. So here I'm going to score it again. 2 inches on the left and 2 inches on the right. The right side kind of gets cut off. Now this is going to be my little folder pocket. And again, it's going to be on the side where you know the direction is up and down. So my macaroons are going to face, the way they are right now. So I made a score mark on the 2-inch side and on the left and the right. Alright, so now, if I can remember what I did here, I folded it over. And when you make these, you want to make sure that your folds are the top of your finished folder. So it looks finished, when you're looking at your traveler's notebook on the top. And sometimes, the bottom might start unsticking or something. So the ends that aren't stuck is your bottom. So right now what I'm going to show you is the 2-inch marks. You want to cut off the left side and the right side only up to the 6-inch line. And you see I'm kind of going within the mark I made. So it's a little further out. I'm just going to cut that piece off on the left side and on the right side. This part that I'm cutting off is the inside of your folder. See, right there, I made a pocket. So that's the inside of your folder. Now I'm going to cut off a little here and there just to make sure that nothing is going to protrude once I've glued everything and folded it. So I'm going to cut the right side. So you've cut 2 pieces off, the left side and the right side, where the 2-inch marks were. So that's the inside of my folder, and I already have 2 pockets now. And I crease as I go, I keep creasing. And then again, the open parts will be the bottom. So what I'm going to do is crease the outside that folds over on one half, and then the other side that folds in, I turn it around and crease it the other way. So I get my creases started. Then I open it up and just fold it up again. So I'm going to be adhering that inside, the middle flap, that big middle flap, and you could use either wet glue or glue runner. And I'll show you the one that I use. I'm going to be using my glue runner. And I do apologize if you can hear my husband in the background. He's talking to his mother about his dad. So, yeah, that's the glue that I used. And you can also use that. And I will be using that to glue my two pockets on the left and the right later. I'm sorry that it went a little blurry there, but it does clear up. I was like wondering what the heck. I did just run out of glue runner, so I go and get a new one. Okay, so I just keep gluing. I probably could have sped this up, but just trying to do a quick video. I do use a lot. I just wanted to make sure everything's secured. Okay, so now we could go ahead and close that up. Alright, so now I think I'm going to be gluing the two flaps, which are my pockets, and I'm just going to use a very thin line of that tacky glue. And I do have my little mat there and a paper towel just to clean up any of the mess. It's going to be a very thin line. Of course, you can always use tape to go around on the outside, but I don't want anything showing. I just want it to be secure. And then press it down and seal it. So get my paper towel. And again, I'm going to use my bone folder just to squeeze out any excess glue. And repeat on the other side. Alright, so now I think I'm just kind of showing that it's still a pocket. I'm going to go ahead and fold that over carefully and crease it again. And then what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to round my corners. Now you don't have to do this part, but I actually like rounded corners. And I'm also going to round the like all four corners I'm going to round, and the middle part, that's going to be so where you put your strap, or you slide it into your traveler's notebook strap. Sorry, I wasn't even paying attention, but I'm using my crocodile, the 1/2 inch size, to make my corners. Anyway, the middle part is good for when you insert it into your traveler's notebook, and it keeps the elastic like from ripping up your folder. So it's a good thing to make like a little notch there. So then I do the other side. And I'm pretty much done here. I'm going to be sliding it in. You see there's the notch. So I'm going to be sliding this into the notebook. Into the cover. On one of the elastics, and it's going to fit perfectly. So that's pretty much it. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye now.